Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to be looking at the weekly chart for Bitcoin and Litecoin and some other coins here, and just kind of pointing out how the RSI is in one of the lowest, most oversold areas it has been since the bottom in the last two bear markets. So it's quite interesting. If we look at 2017, you can see bear market bottom. We came down right here on the RSI. This RSI indicator I use, I kind of like. So if you just search RSI, this one is RSI Divergence by Alex Punkt. I like this one a lot because it shows you like bullish divergences and bearish divergences. So, you know, it gives you some nice kind of signals on the chart here, and it's just the regular RSI. So it works as that as well. But as you can see right here in the end of 2018, this was, what month was this? December of 2018. You can see that we came all the way down here and we got to an RSI of 28.74. Okay. Let's see, is that the exact 28.17, maybe somewhere in there, 28.74. So you can see we also had this little green bar on here saying that we got a bullish divergence. Basically, that price is really oversold, highlights it green for you. Okay. And then that was the bottom for 2018. We went back up to 2019. We had the COVID plunge and then back up into the 2021 bull market. Another kind of interesting thing is you can see the RSI was oversold for this top, oversold for this top. But the RSI for this one actually got oversold in March, April-ish. So we had this big move up that was very vertical, and it was looking like prior cycles. Then we had these couple other moves, but you can see the RSI made lower highs. We did see a lower high in the RSI right here in 2021. So that did happen as well. But this one right here, again, we bottomed out when this RSI went really low, kind of where we're at right now. So this actually 2021 drop was the lowest the RSI went. This was about 25-ish right here. Now, this other wick was the FTX collapse. So I'm kind of saying, you know, if you bought at whatever 18K, even 20K, I mean, you did get a plunge to 16K, but your 18 and 20K buys were pretty much the bottom, because this is kind of you know, I don't know, black swan type event, right? So really we could have been bottomed easily right here. So that's kind of interesting. And here, kind of the same thing, right? We're down in the 27.89, which is extremely low on weekly RSI. So very low here. And, you know, this could potentially be the bottom. Again, there could be another black swan, but a lot of the 4-year cycles say that it's going to take a while for us to bottom. So if we go to, which one did I have? Yeah, here we go. So if we're following the 4-year cycles from the halvings, so there's two ways to look at 4-year cycles, right? Most people will say you're wrong if you're looking from the halving, but, you know, a traditional cycle is low to low, and that is, you know, almost always 4 years. So if I go like 12 months, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. We'll go to like 1 month candles, for example. You know, basically you're looking for a low to low right here. This is 1,430 days. Okay. 47 months. So basically low to low should be 4 years. Another way that you can look at it, and how I was looking at 4-year cycles before I knew anything about cycles, was just going from the halving, and you basically have these 4-year cycles where you go from the halving and then you go, you know, basically 2 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down. And that's basically what you have here. So these time phases from the halving to the high was always about 525 days. So I made a prediction a really long time ago on, actually, I had this on a different YouTube channel, but it was like, I don't know, 2 years ago. And I said the top should be on October 1st, 2025. And the top ended up being, I think, October 6th. So pretty damn close. And all I was using was the time from the halving to the high. This was 525 days. This one from the halving to the high was 553 days. So I kind of just took an average of those two and said, all right, here we go. We should see the top about October 1st. And long and behold, yeah, we had it October 6th or whatever. So pretty much, I'll call that pretty much the exact top. So if this continues to repeat, that means, again, now we should have 378 days, because we had that here. We had 371, 378. So we should have about 370 days to get to the low. So that would mean, again, the low should be in October of 2026. But it's just really interesting to show that the RSI, because you can see here, right? We're only in February, and right here, you know, when this happened, it was all the way in like June, right? So in February, we were much higher, right? So this is like, let's see, how many candles do we go from here to this other big drop? This was about 224 days. And right here, we're already only 140 days, right? Versus 220. And the RSI is already this oversold. So I think something different is going to happen for this cycle. Now, we could still bottom here. We could still also run up quite high and then come back down, still meet this exact same time window, and then move back up. You know, having price might be, I don't know, 118-ish, you know, it might be a little bit, you know, lower. And then it does look like we're kind of starting to roll over a little bit. Now, if I draw something like this for my log charts, you can see this one looks a little bit better because we were basically just always touching or going above this line. So I don't know, maybe this next cycle here, we will get one about 260-ish for the top. But it's just really interesting because the RSI is doing something that it just really hasn't done in other markets, just very quickly going down. Now let's look at 2018. So this is on the log chart here. RSI again hit the low. This one hit the low exactly at the bottom. And the time window also made sense for this, right? So this was 364 days, so that was the exact low. Again, this one hit the RSI a little bit lower, but this FTX collapse is kind of funny because when you look at the times, this also bottomed at like the same exact amount of days, right? 378, 371. So again, looks very, very, very similar when you're measuring from the halving. Now, you know, a lot of people say, oh, you can't do 4-year cycles from the halving, but so far it has worked out quite well. A lot of people will do 4-year cycles from low to low, and I have a feeling this is still about the same. If I do the math here, what is 1442? So 1442. So what is that in years? So 1442 divided by 365, is that yeah, 3.95. So again, you're getting similar numbers going from the halving as you do from the lows. So yeah, that's just quite interesting here. So again, if we go from here to here, we should see the same exact thing, right? So this was roughly 1440. So again, this should be, you know, roughly 1440. So somewhere in this area. So it's actually interesting because it works. The math works from the halving date and the math works from the low to low. So a lot of people saying that you have to measure cycles from low to low. I mean, it does seem that the math works quite well just from the halving as well. And the halving is just, you know, when you reduce the block reward and you're basically reducing, you know, inflation of Bitcoin on the blockchain. The halving should get less and less, have less and less of effect on Bitcoin because the halving, you know, when you keep having and having, eventually you're getting so small that it's kind of negligible. So we'll see what happens here. Are we going to bottom, I don't know, 48K-ish? Another interesting thing is the price is usually never goes much below the election day. Now, I think this changed because we made an all-time high before the halving, but election day here is November 5th. You can see we're exactly at that price right now. Another kind of bottom signal, just because previously, you know, this number has been pretty much, you know, the bottom or under the bottom here. So I don't know, kind of interesting. The RSI is super, super oversold though, and this could be the lowest that we see. So if you are looking to DCA into Bitcoin for the next cycle, again, I think this is a good place to start adding. And again, we're looking for a halving and then an eventual top date of potentially August 13th, 2029. If this is correct, let's make that prediction. Let's say, all right, it is 2/17/26, February 17th. Are we going to top right here near August 13th of 2029. It would be really interesting if we did. I got my price way wrong in my prediction last time, so I have adjusted this line because I thought we were going to hit about 200. We did not. So again, this is from the halving, which we don't know. So this will change once we actually have the halving. But 532 days before, you know, we had 525 and then we had 553. So right in the average of those two, that would be a top around August 13th of 2029. Are we going to be right? And the bottom should be October 5th of 2026. However, this could be a legendary entry right here. Now let's look at Bitcoin, some other coins, because I'm seeing very similar things on other coins. Okay, so here's Litecoin, and you can see that the RSI has only ever got down to this level 3 times. These were the exact bottoms, right? So here you go, exact bottom. December 2018, again, exact bottom of this cycle when this RSI hit this point. So are we at the exact bottom of the cycle for Litecoin? We could be. We literally could be. Yeah, we literally could be. And now another thing is, if we look up the DSS Brexit, if you want to find the indicator, you just search DSS and you have Brexit right here, double smooth stochastic from Harry Potter. There you go. So this DSS Brexit also is doing one of the lowest rollovers I've seen. So basically how this is those two little like moving averages here, and you look for this to go below the red line and then turn over and roll over and go back up. Okay, sometimes you get a little bit of a fake out like this one, or even this one here, but most of the time when you go really low, you get this, it's basically like showing like a bottoming structure, right? So when you see RSI is very low and the DSS Brexit rolls over, that looks like, you know, a great time to enter some trades. So here we are. RSI extremely low. Litecoin under $55 right now. I think this is again going to be a legendary entry. And on the weekly, the Camel Finance indicator is also picking a cycle low with medium confluence right here at this point. You can see the other ones it picked, there were some very nice moves up. So yeah, quite interesting, because it's also looking for a weekly, because you see the blue and the green is the daily. So looking quite interesting. Solana, what do we got going on Solana? Again, the RSI is the lowest it's been since the 2022 bottom. So exactly right here when Solana was $9, maybe even like $7, $8. Okay. We're looking at the exact same thing with the RSI very low. However, this time the RSI did make a low and then another low, but it was pretty much a double bottom low. Okay. Again, and then this massive run up. Solana did one of the best cycles. Are we going to see something similar? We could be. Are we going to bottom lower? We could be. I mean, we really could be. Because if you look at stuff like Crowcoin, RSI, not really that low. Because we did see the RSI go way lower in 2022. So maybe that's not happening there. You look at Dogecoin, not doing the same thing. So Litecoin, Solana, looking very low on RSI. So I would think just based on RSI, and where we are in the cycles, it's a good time to add a big chunk of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Solana, Ethereum. What do we got going on? Ethereum is kind of at one of the lowest points. Almost. So maybe we see a little bit lower move for Ethereum just based on RSI. Okay. Again, and look at the DSS Brexit on this one. It is looking like it's kind of doing a fake out. So we might need to bottom again. RSI might have to come on. So if you're looking to add positions, maybe wait on Ethereum. Okay. Because look at Litecoin. It looks much different, okay? Bitcoin does look a little bit like a fake out here on the DSS Brexit. Maybe we come back down a little bit and make a little bit of like a double bottom RSI like we did here. But Litecoin looks like it's well and truly bottomed. Solana looks well and truly bottomed. I think these are two good assets that I think will last. They've already lasted quite a long time, and I think they will continue to last. So let's look at something at like, I don't know, FET, for example. On the weekly here, RSI is not very low right now. It was actually the lowest back here in this spill, and we've made a lower low. But the RSI did not make a lower low. So just kind of interesting there. Now this is just looking at RSI and really like the DSS Brexit, because you can see here, it doesn't look like this is a place you want to add just because these two things aren't lining up. I like these two things to line up to look for entries. So if you want to do this yourself, you can definitely look through here and find entries yourself. Look at something like XRP, for example. We're not quite in that same oversold level as we were in, over here. And again, look at the DSS Brexit, right? It's looking like maybe it's going to be a fake out. It's going to have to come a little bit lower again. So you can see right here, we had this lower, we had this lower, but here, this is a little bit higher and this is not quite as low. So maybe it's time to wait on XRP. Again, I also posted specifically to XRP, I posted this on, another thing that looks good is Litecoin versus Bitcoin here. It looks like we've had some green days, but I wanted to show just XRP real quick versus Bitcoin because I was pointing out on X that this has been an amazing trade every time. You wait for XRP divided by Bitcoin to get into this green circle. You buy here, and then you can sell up into this red circle quite quickly. You know, you actually could have bought it on this 1010 wick if you happen to have an order down there. But you can see every time it's done this, it's done like 300%, and it's done it multiple times, right? Multiple times. We go to the weekly, multiple times. We come down into here. You could buy, you could sell, you could buy, you could sell. Now, obviously, this first 2 cycles it went a lot higher, but even since then, I mean, the 2021, this one you could almost done it twice, right? You could buy down here, sell, and then you could buy it right back here, sell. So I did this trade this last cycle. I bought a bunch of XRP at 50 cents, and I sold a bunch at like $3.30, and it was an amazing trade. And then I rolled that all over into Bitcoin, into some other altcoins that I lost it most of it. But the one that rolled over into Bitcoin did quite well. But anyways, so that's the weekly RSI and the DSS Bresser, these 2 indicators lining up to kind of show that a lot of these assets, some of these assets are really looking like they're bottomed. So here is like DOT, for example. I'm just even surprised that DOT is so cheap right now, especially because you can stake it on Coinbase for like whatever, 13%. But this actually has the lowest RSI reading in history. Right? This is like a reading of like 28. The DSS Bresser does look like it could be potentially a fake out, but it could just be something like this where you just get one more little baby wick down, and then, you know, and move up. So again, if you're accumulating this, don't use leverage because we could come back down and sweep these. Use spot, you know, use, I don't know, 30% of your holdings or 50% to accumulate some of these quality assets. I'd stick to any coins in the top 20 for crypto. I wouldn't go really much below that. Even like top 10, those will always do a lot better. And again, you can stick with mostly Bitcoin if you want, and then, you know, some Litecoin, some Solana, maybe even some DOT. Stake it on Coinbase if you want. I have affiliate links below for Bitunix if you want to buy spot really cheap. And if you can even, if you want to, like, you know, honor your privacy, you can do no KYC on Bitunix. So you can just sign up with just an email if you want to do that. I also have Coinbase below if you want to like do some staking. I think you can stake on stake on Bitunix too. I don't know what percentages they have for like DOT, etc. But looking like a great time to accumulate Litecoin, Bitcoin, Solana. I repeat, I think it's looking like a great time. So I think I'll pick up some more Solana probably today, and Litecoin. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.